Hello. It's been a while. I know. It's been a few weeks. And every time Sunday rolls around, I'm like, I need to do another Sunday walk and talk. But the last couple Sundays in a row, I've just been like not wanting to go anywhere in the morning. And it's been really difficult for me to find the time and some peace to go out and make one of these videos. So here I am. It's Saturday afternoon. I just dropped my kid off for a sleepover. A lot has happened. It's been busy and chaotic, and we have two new employees at my job. I still I'm still trying to get this office position, but I stopped hoping for it, I guess is what I'm saying, because I don't think it's gonna happen. Because the person I keep talking to is, I don't think, the person that I should be talking to. Like, he cares, he's trying, and he keeps saying he's talking to the owner about me and like telling her to like look at my resume, at least give me an interview. But I don't know. There was a kerfluffle that happened on, I want to say, Wednesday, when no, it was Thursday. Thursday they had another like inspector walking around the parking lot taking pictures, and that was super weird. And then the vendor that I had been talking to, or the about of the beer office that I'm trying to go get hired at, he came in and he was confused. He was telling me that they're confused at the office because they heard there's going to be a change in ownership, and they're trying to figure out who to bill their next invoice to. And I was like, what? What? This is crazy, because I never heard about that. Why didn't the owner tell me? And I'm like thinking back about all the weird shit that's been going on. So I really believed him in this situation, in this scenario. So I flat out asked the owner, because I saw him later that day, and I was like, hey, owner, can I ask you like a real question? He's like, sure. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. And I'm like, yes. Are you selling the business? Are you selling this property, this store? And he was like, no. Where did you hear that? And so I told him what the vendors had told me, and he goes, that's wild. He's like, I will be upfront with you. We were talking with another company about potentially selling. They expressed interest, and we had talked to them, but there's nothing set in stone, and I don't think it's going to happen, because they're promising money that they haven't like pulled out yet, and they're just like, it's probably not going to happen. It's more of them, they like wanting to buy the store than anything else. But then, and this company is like another local company, actually. They own several of their gas stations in the area, so it's not someone from out of town, but they're still bullshitting. It sounds like that's all bullshit. And so the owner is like, this is bullshit. It sounds like this company has been bragging around, talking about that they're gonna be the owners of this store now, when they haven't paid anything, they haven't agreed to anything, there's no paperwork. And transferring ownership of a store takes like months, because you have to put in an application, you have to transfer the application, like the license for selling alcohol and all of that shit, to the new owners, and that all takes time. It's not something that would happen overnight. So he's like, and we'd have to have a sign posted. Obviously, you guys would notice it, and I would tell you guys. And he was very clear that he would tell me if there was something that they're actually selling in the store. He would tell me, and I was like, I appreciate your honesty there. Like, thank you, because I have been really worried. Okay? I think this definitively squashes that, but I can see why the rumor started, and I can now see like why I thought there was something weird going on a few months back, because it kind of was, but not fully, right? It's just talks. There's no money exchange. I've got a timeline set in motion for myself for moving out of my home life situation. March is when I usually get my tax refund, because I get all my taxes. I file them pretty much as soon as I get my W-2, but it takes at least a month, usually a month and a half, sometimes 2 months for me to actually get the money. But without like this huge boon, or all of a sudden I win the lottery or something, there's no way I'm going to be able to afford down payment and all of that on a new apartment until I get my tax refund. So, has to wait for then. I'm really looking forward to having my own place. It'll just be me and the kiddo. I want my own room. I want peace and privacy. I want to, and I would be able to make these way more often because I'd have peace and privacy in my own home. It would probably turn into a daily thing again. So if you could like stick around with me for like until March at least, pretty please. I haven't even looked at my subscriber count because I know I'm probably hemorrhaging because I've just been like missing for a while. I'm so sorry. So before I go, I'm gonna leave you with the story of this little kid that keeps coming into my gas station. So I've seen him the last 3 days, all week. All week, I've seen him all week. He tends to come in the later shift. And this week I was training, so I was here a little bit later. This kid came in and he like grab a candy bar, come up to the front, and then put it on the counter, and then dig in his pockets and go, "Oh, I don't have any money," and he walks away, and then he comes back like 20 minutes later and does the same thing, and at some point I was like, well, he came and he's like, I only got a quarter, and I was like, all right, well, let's see, I have another quarter, there's a couple things you could get for 50 cents, and I like show him the blow pops and stuff, and this kid looks at the blow pop and he's like, oh, I can't have this. My mom says I'm allergic. And I'm like, what? Okay, let's find something you're not allergic to. He's like, I'm allergic to peanuts. And I'm like, first of all, there's no peanuts in blow pops, but there's a possibility that maybe it's made in the same facility as peanuts, so it has that warning on it. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then he points at the way more expensive pack of fruit roll-ups, and it's like, my mom says I can have these, and I'm like, all right, kid, I will buy them for you just this one time. So I bought them for him. Maybe 2 hours later, his mom came in, and I see him. He's in the car. She's trying to get gas for her car. And he's like climbing out of the roof. Like, they have that sunroof that was open. He's climbing up out of it. And I was like, hey, your kid is climbing on top of your car, like literally on top of the car. And she looks out the door, she's like screaming, she's like, get down off the car right now. And then she looks at me, she's like, I don't know what to do with this kid. I tell him he's not allowed to have any candy because we're about to have dinner soon, and then he'll disappear and come back with candy, and I don't know where he got it from. And she's like, I thought he stole it from the gas station, but then I came and he said that they bought it for him, and I was like, this kid literally tricked me. And this wasn't the first time. It was the first time he got me, but he got my coworkers before. And she was so mad because she thought he had stolen it at the time. And the coworker was like, no, I bought it for him. And she's like, this kid makes me out to be like some like monster parent who's poor. She's like, he acts like we're poor and starving and I have no money. And then I literally just told him no candy. She's like, he is not starving. He just wants candy. He just does this when I tell him he's not allowed to have candy. And I was like, this little punk, he's gotta be like 7 or 8 years old at the most. And I'm like, you little sneaky bugger. You got me. And so now every time I see him, I'm like, oh my god, you tricked me again. And I'll ask him, oh, and where I was going with the whole peanut thing, he does not have a peanut allergy. He was bullshitting me again. Because literally, the next day, he came in and he picked up a Crunch bar. And it clearly has peanuts in it. It says on the packaging, peanut allergy warning. And so I'm like, hey kid, this has peanuts in it. You should probably not eat it. And he goes, no, it's fine. And I'm like, but you said you were allergic to peanuts yesterday. And I could see the wheels turning that he realized he's been caught in a lie. And then he goes, oh, it's for my brother. And I'm like, are you sure? And I'm like, if you're really allergic to peanuts, this will make you very sick. You shouldn't eat it. He's like, no, it's for my brother. I'm like, uh-huh, okay. He actually had the money for it this time, so he bought it. And I'm like, part of me feels like I maybe shouldn't have sold it to him, but also I knew he was lying about the allergy, so it's like, if he has the money, I will let him buy the candy, but I'm not buying it for him anymore. This kid, man. Fortunately, that's like the most exciting thing that we've had happen at the store in recent weeks, so nothing like horrible or crazy, just this stupid little kid. But since this video is like way over 10 minutes now, I have to call it there for now, but I will see you in the next one. Hopefully, not 3 weeks from now, okay? I'm gonna try to be better about this because I really like doing this, and I don't want to lose all of my subscribers because I really appreciate you. I know it's so cheesy and silly, but I feel like when I've gone a long time without doing this, I'm isolating myself. It's definitely a depression thing. I'm trying to work on that. But it will be better. It'll be better. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.